Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper, and today I'll be reviewing Princess Peach ShowTime, which was released on the 22nd of March of this year for the Nintendo Switch. Now, the main plot of this game is that Peach has been invited to this theater. I don't 100% remember the name of it, but in the theater, there are these different plays that happens. But it gets taken over by by the main villain, Madame Grape, and her lackeys, and it's up to Peach and her companion Sparkle to uh, basically free the theatre from Madame Grape, and you do that by going through all these different doors that lead to different plays, and they all have their own unique stories as well as different outfits that give Peach her own unique abilities, and because this is this is like basically a Mario spin-off, and this is a really fun game because this is kind of like the Luigi's Mansion spin-off in terms of like how Luigi's Mansion as well as Princess Peach Showtime is a spin-off with a different Mario character, whereas with Luigi's Mansion he goes to different mansions and basically does a Ghostbusters. With this one, it just feels like it's a unique thing, and yeah, I think it's really cool. I do enjoy a lot of the different plays because they all have their own unique designs as when it comes to like how you go through from each play to play, as well as how all of them having their own different stories. So there's one where you have to fight a knight. There's one where you have to basically bake. There's one where you just do some ice skating and various others. And this is such a fun game. It feels like this is because it just feels like different when it comes to Mario games. If we include the main games, Luigi's Mansion, that sort of stuff, it feels different and it feels unique and really cool and fun because all the plays and all of the stuff you get to do in them are really fun. I think one of my favourites has to be the thief one, where Peach becomes a thief and basically has to re-steal a lot of the jewels and the gold and stuff that some of the villains stole from the bank. And that's a really cool one because I really like her ability with that particular stage because she basically has a grappling hook. She basically becomes Joker in from Persona 5, but instead of having a persona, she just grapples. Well, mainly the grappling bit, but yeah, that's probably one of my favorite parts of the game, where it's like just grappling and just doing all these cool moves and stuff. And yeah, I think the whole theater area that you're in is really cool as well because in order to progress, as I said before, you have to go through all these different doors, and then once you've cleared all of them, you then find the particular boss of that room, not room, floor. So it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion 3 in a sort of sense, where in order to progress to like a higher floor, you have to fight like a particular boss on a particular floor to get the next elevator button. So it's kind of like that in a sort of sense in terms of progression, and yeah, and it's really cool. And now it's time for some gameplay. So, for the gameplay, if you want to go into the different levels, you have to go through all these different stage doors. So, for each floor that you're on, you'll see 4 different stages. So, 4 different levels, all with their own different plays. So, for this particular floor, you've got a chef. You've got the one with Chef Peach, Cowgirl Chief, Cowgirl Peach, Ninja Peach, and Sword Fighter Peach. And within each level, you'll find two different collectibles, gems and ribbons. Now, I'm just going to show you how a normal level plays out. Now, when it comes to the gems and the ribbons, they're scattered throughout the different levels. So with the gems, you can find some of them randomly out in the open. But some of them are quite obvious, some of them are not less obvious, but when it comes to finding some of them, some of the more hidden ones, you can see like a sort of sparkle here and there, that sort of thing.
Peach time!
And it's stuff like that. So yeah, and when it comes to the ribbons, you have to find, I think, a particular person in the level to get the ribbon, and each of the ribbons gives you a different costume that you can get Peach to wear. So yeah, and you got one main attack when it comes to normal Peach. She can basically use Sparkle to basically just get rid of enemies and stuff like that. So yeah, and each of the levels, I do like how they all have their own unique stories. I think that's quite nice, and I do like how it's like that each level is on this basically different unique stage. So basically each level doesn't feel the same, because like as you progress through the game, you'll have the different characters, well, basically different plays, but each play will have their own unique play, so to speak. So this particular level, the Sword Fighter level, the first one is very different to the second one, and here is one of the gems. The gems, like I said, we can find them throughout the level, but you can also collect them after doing specific objectives. So for that one, I lit up the way to a shortcut area, and now each play progresses similar, different stories. So like there's like vines, for example, at the castle, and you destroy each one, or destroy multiples of them to progress the level. And you can also give courage to different NPCs throughout the level. So like they could, cut through vines, that sort of thing. And similar to the main Mario games, there are secret areas or secret parts of the level that you can help out. So yes, and they all have their own unique objectives. So for this particular one, I need to basically just make the trees grow, which I think is quite nice. And then if I do the final one, if I can jump, there we go. No, there we go. I will be given a ribbon, and this ribbon will be given to me at the end of the level, so that I can use as a customization for Peach. I think that's really clever, just like playing through the level to try and earn more stuff, to earn more customizations for Peach. So I think that's quite nice. And I think this is going to be the part of the level where we unlock the Sword Fighter outfit for Peach, I believe. So I think that's quite cool. And also, like, upon collecting, if we did just go through this part, there's going to be a transformation for when Peach collects a particular outfit, which I think is quite cool, which I'm going to show you here. So it's kind of similar to how Mario does his transformations in Mario Odyssey. Except, instead of turning to enemies, Peach dons a different outfit, which I think it's really fun. All the different outfits are really cool. So this is basically Sword Fighter Peach. And this is probably one of my favourite ones, just because it looks really cool. And I think also because of his ability, or the two abilities you can do with this one. So, Sword Fighter Peach, very simple. She can use a sword. And also, if I can get it right, Peach can do a sort of counter, which I'm going to try and perform. I think because like when it comes to the counter, it can be very. Oh, you can pose this, which is quite cool. So yeah, the counter is very useful, especially against the boss. But the bosses, or some of the bosses, like you can do for some of the, I think some of the bosses of different levels and stuff like that. That Sword Peach is in, and also you can miss some of the gems because you can find them only throughout certain parts of the level, and you can't really go back. So you know, try and so yeah, there's a counter. There's a counter you can do, and I think it's really cool because especially when it comes to Freddy Peach, because she has this counter on, so it really helps you against enemies. So yeah, that's pretty much what the game is. Just see, there's another counter, and that leaves you to do a counter attack. So yeah, I do like the counter and stuff like that. So that's basically what every level is. You go through a different play and just do different things with the different characters or the different outfits you do it with. So yeah, so that's been for the gameplay. Now it's going to go back to the review. So as a spin-off, I really enjoy Princess Peach ShowTime. I do hope that it gets a sequel or maybe some more games like how Luigi's Mansion has with the second game, Dark Moon, and Luigi's Mansion 3, and there's also the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon HD coming out soon. And yeah, I do really hope that Princess Peach ShowTime does have more games. Like have maybe in future games you could go to like a different theater based area and have more power ups maybe or something like that, because the game is really fun and I do really enjoy like how each level is different and they don't feel the same when it comes to their stories and how you progress each one. And yeah, I think it's really fun and yeah, it's just I think when you look at the other spin-off that Peach has had, Princess Peach ShowTime is probably more memorable than the other one, because there is another Princess Peach game, but I don't think a lot of people know that one as more as Princess Peach ShowTime, because ShowTime is probably more because it's relatively new. It was released like a few weeks ago, and I think ShowTime is probably going to be more memorable than the one that was released, I don't know, back in 2008, 2009-ish. I don't know when that game came out. But I think with this game, it's a really fun, memorable game that has a lot of replayability and stuff like that. So, yeah, I had a really lot of fun with it. I do really enjoy all of the different outfits you can use and you can use along with their abilities and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's a really enjoyable, fun game. So, yeah. So that's been my review for Princess Peach ShowTime. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.